What's up, y'all? We back with some more strange horticulture. This will be day 4. Alright, so what have we got going on? I know we got a lot of stuff done last time. We served a bunch more customers. We saw some clues. We got a lot more plants. And then we've got this X right here, right? Let's see, I don't know what we're going to do with this yet. We will put it away for now. Alright, what do we got in here? Let's see, oh yeah, we were going to go do this, but we couldn't identify the plant. And now we know. But, did we ever make it back up there? Let's see. I don't think I did. I think we figured out which plant it was. Because it was, I don't know. Let's go do it though. We got a bunch of will to explore. So we'll go to Great Gable, which I know is way up north, right here. Alright, so we needed Brimlock, that's what it was. Let's close up this map. I'm pretty sure we determined that we did have it. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made using leaves from the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. So I do remember, though, my problem last time. I kept looking for yellow flowers. And this just says when the conditions are just right in the cold of winter, it'll produce flowers. But the leaves are what I should have paid attention to, because I'm pretty sure it was this one with no flowers. But it's got smooth, waxy leaves. So yeah, waxy and tough. So I'm pretty sure that is what we need. Let's see. Yes, Brimlock. Let's go ahead and identify that too. And we got a new mushroom. Alright, let's see. Drag her down here. If I don't do it now, I will forget. Alright. Let's give it a yellow one, I guess, just because, I don't know. So there we go. Let's close up this book and let's see. Oh yeah, we gotta collect our plant. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. A new plant. Very nice. And that's what I was looking for. It checked it off. So now we can archive this thing to know we're done with it. Alright. So we're back at the shop. Did we ever leave? I don't know. And this, I still don't know what to do with it. I imagine we're going to get a flower eventually. But I don't see nothing, like you can't flip it over. Well, I'm sure when the time is right, we will figure that one out. And that codex. But let's go ahead and grab a customer. Ah, Reuben Ward. The Fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle. That's a tongue twister. And apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. So, let me see if we've uncovered Fennec. If not, I know I've ran across it. Let's flip the page. Not yet, but yeah. Who helps ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. Okay. This has long, soft leaves. Yep, the leaves are quite soft. So I am sure this is fennel. You know, we could look, these are also long leaves, but those are flat leaves. Okay. What about this one? You know, I guess we should at least look at the others. But now, let's look at this one. Yep, so this is the only one really talks about the leaves. So let's give him some of this. There we go. Another one down. We got witch fig in our book now. That'll be cool. A little fig. Alright, let's go ahead and label that one while we're at it too. Fennel. I'll make sure I spell it. Yeah, PH. Okay. Alright. We'll give it a little pink one. Like Pepto-Bismol for belly aches. There's no rhyme or reason to my tags and my colors of them. But let's go explore. Where was he saying the Swinside something? Let's go see if we can look at this body. Poke it with a stick or something. I don't even know if we can get close to it or where this place is. So let me look around real quick. I see it right here, the Swinside Stone Circle. Let's go see what we can see. I shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell us what they saw, the chill comes over me and I realize that I do not want to linger. Ooh, that'd probably give us some dread. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, well hey, what's an adventure without a little bit of dread, right? Let's get our next customer. David Schaefer, my postman. Morning, Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. Okay. Let's see what it is. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Kind regards, Verona Green. Alright, I think I can get in there, maybe. We're good with the sisterhood, so northeast of Rusland. And it's in the forest. Let's go look. Okay, here's our forest. So northeast would be like right here. We'll try it. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest, by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Let's find this mellow glow. I'm gonna be here for like 10 minutes, just like, they're like, what's he doing? As long as they don't rush me off, I guess we're good. Just looking for them tricks up my sleeve. So mellow glow. If we ain't got it, we'll find it. Ooh, among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. The mellow glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. So let's see if anything we have. Ooh, this has thorns right here. Let's look at it. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. This one has thorns on it too. Ooh, sharp thorns, sharp thorns. I think this is what we want right here. Let's see what kind of magic we're about to throw at these ladies. Let's go ahead and identify this before we carry on. Caballia, a rare plant, help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Okay. We'll get to that in a minute. That is a mellow glow. Alright. We'll give it a purple one. Okay. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Haha. That's nice. And so we got a new plant. Like, those are berries or something. I don't know. Very nice. And let's go ahead and archive this as well. Okay. I don't know if it matters top or bottom. I guess just put whatever where. Alright, let's get our next customer. Faye Swift. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Alright, so let's see what we got that can help you, Faye. Let me look through my book. Let's look at Auguria first. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I guess so. Auguria. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like round tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. Let's check out candlewood and just see what benefits it has. But the Auguria sounds like what we need. So, produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. So I don't know. She really wants to understand what's going on. So I'm really thinking the other one, but this will protect her against any afflictions of the mind. But part of her wants to stare down that abyss, but she's scared. So I'm going to tell you, I think we'll give her the Auguria, and that will make her wise to what's really happening. I would want to know myself. So light blue flowers like round tufts of gentle lamb's wool characterize this plant. Let's see. Let's see if we got anything over here. Let's move these in a little bit. I might not have it though. That's my Harlequin blue. Lemon dandy. Just browsing through trying to find some light blue. I might have to give her. Let me see if I've even got the other stuff first. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect. So I think this will even still be good for her, because even if she can't run it down, like investigate and all that, this will protect her against whatever's going on in her head. It says long thin stems grow among tall leaves. I'm wondering, small leaves, delicate flowers. I don't think that's it either. Trying to see what this is, you know. Looks like, kind of looks like that plant we just got. Let me spread these out a little bit, because probably got some hiding in there I don't even know. Look at this. Let's look at this thing. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Alright. Let me see. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. We're still trying to figure this out. So, let me see. So, tall stems. Already looked at that one. No. Look at these stems, dude. Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems So, yo, this has got to be it. If it's not, then our rising dread will let us know, because this will probably do us in. Let's see. Oh, thank goodness. I wish I had the Aguria, but I think that will help her anyway, so she'll be fine. Worry less. An aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Nice. Throw a couple of them around the house. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and name that though, because I will forget. Candlewood. Alrighty, there we go. And that was, we'll just give it a purple one. Alright, so we can go explore again. I don't think we've really got anywhere in particular we need to be, but let's go. Where do we? Let's see. I don't know. There's so many places to visit. What about Whitbarrow? Or let's check out this little town here. I sidestep the busy town of Kendall and head to Serpentine Woods to root around. The shrubs are overgrown and the foliage is thick and vibrant. It feels like the perfect place to find a hidden gem. But I look high and low and nothing stands out. All that promise and nothing to show for it. Well, it's okay. We got out of the shop for a little bit. Alright, let's grab another customer. Let's pet the cat first. There you go. Alright. Margaret Elsbeth. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Cizurg. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. Awesome. Cordially invited to Cizurg Castle, Lord and Lady Elsbeth. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's networking at its finest, y'all. I say we go there now, actually. Let's see. Cizurg Castle. Where are you? Sometimes it's like right in front of my face and you guys probably see it and I'm just like doo doo doo. There we go. Alright. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elsbeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Yeah, that's cool. She hooked me up. Dude, I wish I could just come back for more trips, But let's see what we got. Fever Kiss. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. The leaves are pale in color. And we got 2 new plants, so that is cool. Look, we gotta spread these things out a little bit. I could totally run a little flower shop, it'd be cool. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to squeeze a skinny one up here. There we go. Alright. Let's get another customer. Philip Shaw. Mushroom. Red spores. Moves in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? I actually think I do. One of 2 over here. Let's see. Actually, they all got red spores on them. Oh, here's the other one. Why are you way over here, yo? So I do know this one does move, the Wandering Boo. Let's look at our mushrooms. Let's look at the Wandering Boo. Alright. It can move slowly in the dark. That's what I'm thinking. The gills on the underside form beautiful flowing lines. They're hard and sharp, earning the plant the nickname Finger's Bane. And it does have the little red warts on top. This has got to be it. But this one I was looking at as well. And that just says red warts, so we really don't know. We're going to go with this again. Ah, very nice. Which we already had it figured out. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this tip up in the archives. We don't need it no more. let's go on a little trip somewhere. Where do we want to go? I keep seeing this little town over here, Sedberg, so I've been wanting to see what it's about. Let's see. Sedberg is one of the many towns in this vicinity that has made its wealth from the wool trade. Indeed, as I explore its streets, I see a farmer shepherding his flock to the monthly market. I had hoped to find a plant to add to my collection there, but there is nothing that catches my eye. Well, too bad. Back to work, y'all. Alright, let's grab us another customer. I'm wondering if the little candle right here is like our day. Does it burn down? I mean, I haven't really noticed it before, so I don't know. We'll keep an eye. Maybe as it burns down, it's like our day ends. That'd be cool. Alright, let's see who our next customer is. Selena Scott. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking Mount Cap. Okay. Or maybe it's actually called Stinking Mount Cap. Ooh. Oh, Sunset Mount Cap. I guess. The Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called Stinking Mount Cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. So let's see. Domed caps and an unpleasant odor. Oh yeah, these ones right here. Got the flies and everything. This has got to be it. I always wondered what these were. Alright, we're going to label that one. It's the end of the day too. Sunset Mount Cap. And we got some hen chuck info we'll use one day, I'm sure. Alright. Come here, you stinking Mount Cap. There we go. Sunset Mount Cap. We ain't gonna do it purple because it don't smell good. Alright. So we can go on one more trip today before we take it in for the night. Yo, I heard that lady talking about Black Comb, which is down here. Let's see what's around there. I see a pit full of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. I wish I had not come. Oh, man. Okay. I thought it was going to do us in. But look, we still had one more chance. Alright. We are going to end on that note. So we got some more stuff unlocked, served some more customers. The story gets a little deeper, still trying to figure out these murders. There's more murders, more bodies just popping up here and there. So as we go along, man, we're going to figure it out. Let's end the day and see what our clue is, because I don't know what to do with that X right now. I'll have to go back and think upon it. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everhart grows. At 15, her mother's strong, dependable, loving was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. That's sad, bro. Well, the story gets deeper here too. We're learning about this girl and this crazy book that's like, it's like the ring from Lord of the Rings. Like, she's obsessed with it, but she's just powerful. I don't know. We're about to find out. So, alright, y'all, stay tuned until next time, and then we'll see what day 5 brings us.